to one woman, they don't have the ingredients to justify that they can resolve your issue.
Okay.
And they create more problem for you because they console you with the attitude of their wife. But they have not married your wife before.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
I mean, when you meet people and you think the way they look, do you know Miss Bell?
Yes, the musician.
And do you know Efia Schwarzenegger?
Yes, she's an entertainer.
Do you know Tracy Wachi?
Yes, she's an actor.
Thank you. Do you know Yvonne Nelson?
An actor as well.
Do you know Nana Banamwa?
Yes, she's a news.
Have you seen Sewa Ameya before?
She's a newscaster.
And do you know Wendy Shea?
Yes, I do.
This young man will be chance in our life because if you know all these people,
because of my work I do, so I know.
what's that?
Because of the work I do.
Why do you justify it quickly like that? Mr. Chance around not in the area. Not in the area, says Chance around. Someone go for in that case, or you man. Would you see very difficult? What I say? Would you see very difficult? But what I'm saying here is that when people marry for long, I saw that Dr. Mensah Tabe has been married to Mama Joy for 35 years. Hey! Dr. Mensah Tabe was bring money, money, and they throw you salute to money, oh Tabel.
It should be a good example to the young ones.
This is a wicked example to the young one. The type of wife Dr. Mensah Tabe has, there's none in the city. Is he your producer or this girl with a big plate? Which one? Which of them? These ones, you want to give them for 35 years?
They are not the only ladies in the world.
But which one again do you know?
There are not ladies in the world.
And those ones you are using, about Vivian has come to report you, but I don't know the rest. All I'm saying is that the current generational girls, you can't have them to move in that way.
She said the slap will kill. The slap will kill.
So ladies and gentlemen, we are still here.
Right, we're back from the break. The program is Breakfast Live on TV Africa. My name is Anthony Fiji Edu. And with me here is Councillor Lutra. And we'll be talking about how to manage conflicts in relationship. Yes, but as earlier, Councillor mentioned a video. And we have the video now, so we'd like to just play that briefly for your consumption. Shall we see the video, please? Right, Councillor, you see the video.
You hear the sound? You hear the sound?
Yes.
That's a Christmas tree. So this one is a Christmas slap. Because here, that. And if she was sitting down and she gave the slap, it could have been an MBB slap. But that's a relaxed slap. But this is a standing slap. A Christmas tree. You know, that. Sambo Bioka. So it's a regular thing the guy receives.
Okay.
So he said, Sambo Bioka.
But if you watch this demeanor, he was calm.
So
expecting more.
You know. But my question was,
Yeah.
if this guy could have retaliated, today he would have been arrested on time.
That's what society has.
And I'm just imagining that the new cyber unit of the Ghana Police Service, set up by IGP, Dapari, maybe this one will be invited.
But I also think the media house should have allowed that to call.
The woman didn't see the slap coming.
He came once, and then you could see that in the spell of the heat.
No, but he came once, but nobody ever thought that by expression, may you ask more, she could have done it. Do you know what I'm saying here? But my issue with the media house and the host was that I didn't see them reprimanding the lady.
Exactly.
However, this is not the full content of the thing. So I wouldn't want to judge. Maybe proceedingly, she vehemently told the lady, but if I was the host, which I was not, Madam, but whether they also wanted for sensationalism or they wanted for trending, because if they didn't get this part of the slap, we could have not played it on the biggest TV station called TV Africa. But they've gotten the mileage by it right now because they had a slap. So the slap could maybe have been for sensationalism or for publicity. Anyway, one of the things I want us to learn is that the law is not meant only for women and children. However, a man to have the right to the individual right now. So they should invite this lady and let's see how we could resolve the conflict. So I've set basic measures.
Yeah.
And where we left before we bought the video was that I said, if you take your marriage or relationship issue to anybody who has been married so much, you struggle. And I was talking about Dr. Mentor's congratulations, 35 years of marriage. And I'm saying this to you. I've been married for long with my wife.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that the fact that I have a very good wife doesn't mean you, as a citizen, you can marry my wife. Because if you attempt, you will fail. My wife is good because I'm the one marrying her. So when you have a problem, don't go and do don't take your marriage challenges and relationship conflict to people who have been married for long. If your parents have stayed in marriage for too long and they are still married and they are not dead, you will struggle in life.
Okay.
Why? Because resolving conflict in relationship, we need to have the precepts and the condition and the follow-up. I will continue this particular segment with those of you watching me live on TV very, very, very soon, which is coming next week. But as I wrap up and leave the studio for the young man sitting here, remember, the 26th day of December happens to be the Orgasm Conference date. And it's coming up live at Base Lodge, at just opposite, what do you call it, Junction Mall. That's right.
This place.
Oh, okay, you know that place? Yeah, where a guy, pa. Uchimpa. You are producer Olivo. Once she close from work, she goes home. The next thing you see her do is the thing they drink, the medicine. That thing like wheat.
I don't know that
you
one.
don't know that one.
Yeah.
It's not Sobolo. The other one they do.
Oh.
Burkina.
Okay.
She goes to do Burkina. I mean, she's very industrial. She does Burkina. Not if you're coming here. And no event you see her. So you know Abeku's place.
Yeah.
That's why it's called Base Lodge. It's not Abeku's place. It's Base.
I mean, Abeku
Lodge.
Santana's place.
So the Santana Cracker. So on the big brother, son and the young brother. So it's Base Lodge. It's happening at Base Lodge exactly 7 p.m. 26 December. But on TV Africa, this show here, we are giving 20 tickets for free. And so those of you who have been loyal to us from January till the month of December, and we are entering to 2022 with you, Gary, we're going to compensate you with a lot of goodies as have come right now. But the first thing is a package for a ticket for you. And our tickets are 1111. We don't give tickets for two because we are not mad. We are not forcing you to come with your wife. Anybody at all can come. We are discussing managing chamber conflict. How to manage chamber conflict. So join us on the 26th December. But remember, it is 0277 609 644. We'll teach you how to resolve it very soon from next week. 0277 609 644. And the ginger honey chips is back. Have you tried some before?
No, I haven't tried.
Thank you. Today you try it when we leave here. And from next week you learn that it helps you present well. So get ready for ginger honey chips. 0277 609 644.
Good night, producer. Counselor George Luttrell.
Thank you.
He's a general relationship and marriage counselor. Thanks so much for your time this morning.
Thank you for
so much privilege having you here. And so let's check out time. But let me mention that this program was also supported by Kings Drive Ghana Limited, Just J, and AB Sprite. It's time. We've got to go, and we'll be back same time tomorrow. Until then, keep enjoying the rest of our program. Bye for now.
Right, so it's bye for now, but it's not bye for us. Let's wrap up from the original stage as well. So I want to just finish on the other part of our conversation because they also have the right to enjoy what must be enjoyed for the rest of us. So, like I said earlier on, regularly we have come to a position that we need to understand that conflict must be resolved and can be resolved. But because when it comes to relationship issues, regularly the conflict comes or emanates from issues pertaining to privacy. If we don't find the right keywords in the right place,
when you say privacy, how do you see it?
So individuals and marriages must still remember that we have privacy. So I mean, marriage.
But the Bible says the two shall be
the word is sharp. The word sharp in the Greek means is a process. So we don't mind. So some of us will even die, go to hell, or find ourselves in heaven as poor or rich, and still be not together. So being one doesn't mean, as I sit here, when I kiss somebody, my wife will feel it. You understand? So being one means, even in a relationship, we need to learn how to manage our secrecy. Because a secretive person in relationship has divinity connected to the supernatural. You know, Jesus Christ said, I and my Father are one. You know about that?
Yes.
But he doesn't know when he's coming back. So the level of unity the two of us have doesn't give us that credence or clarification to expose everything to each other. we have to get to a point where still we can be able to hide or keep private things from our people. For example, the password to my phone is my password.
The phone is yours.
So it's PIN, P-I-N, personal identification number. So we can't say because the two of us are, what do I,
When I drop my phone, you can come and pick it.
So you see where it is now. So the two shall be one that we have been fighting and trying to let it become an indelible instillment in the archives of our.
It's being wrongly interpreted.
Thank you very much. So in conflict resolution, these things too are part of it. Say, when you could number and I'm going now way a pet and a cramine, assemble a senator, macra. Madam, are you putting that thing off? That's it. A senator, macra, assemble to me, see, Emma still no to me, call when you, Emma and Topa and Sienti. Then now, Baulu Kuntema, yent me and cat. So we begin to, as it were, in all the confident rubbish, the importance of what is there. So to manage the conflict, you need to understand what is happening. You cannot understand the individual to its fullest, but you can understand what is happening. Because the cause of the conflict is not that the people are bad. So you and the woman, none of you are bad people. No.
But the underlying cause is a problem.
So the problem is not the two of you, but the problem is what is there. You are not allowing him to have sex with you. Because you have a reason and a cause. Maybe he's not good in bed. You are not allowing him to have sex with you because when he comes today, he doesn't bath. And he has lived in America for a long time. America, they don't bath 2 times. Because Nipa who you things are. And they won't do so
winter
I remember when I went to America for 4 years ago when I went in there. I mean, it wasn't my first time. Yeah, my first time I went to America. I didn't have the idea of the hot and cold. I mean, the regular. They are open the shower. Charlie, my hands were just frozen like that. I have to stay in the place. That means there's something so never. Eyes blocked. You know what I'm talking about. So if you are able to be in
you can't even open your own door.
Wow, yeah, Charlie gave me a serious. We money $1 if you have to trade by 2 times. But all this is I'm saying is that you first have to understand the issue. And remember, don't ever assume that the same issue we're discussing, you had it before when you married the woman. No, don't say this. And I will my train send me muda. My train forward you watch it. Mudia will put your ketwa. And then Nasakra, Quakuin the eating young the Bram put the Mudia you put the say, did you a kitty? Quakuin the eating put this. No. Don't ever underrate any constant complaint from anybody who has respected your position or who you are to bring you a conflict to resolve. So our problem is that we, those who have the opportunity to sit in, we have to now upgrade ourselves. And when I use the word upgradement, it's not just by intellectual discourse. It's not just by trying to bridge what we call the bankruptcy of intellectualism in terms of religious capacity, in terms of legal capacity. No, that's what I'm talking about. But bridge the gap of understanding that the roll call of marriage is not the same. What Kweku would do in the marriage that will make Adwa happy doesn't mean that what Kweku would do in the marriage will make Mansa happy. But that is what we do because we try to cover them up and bring them into one umbrella.
Look at other people's examples to bring in ours, which doesn't help.
Thank you. So
they're all unique people.
Congratulations. I mean, out of the 6 billion plus people in the world, we have unique thumbprint. And that is why I want to go to heaven later, not now, to ask God, how do you make it? That you don't make a mistake to have the same thumbprint. Because the design looks the same as a scientist. But none of us can have the same thumbprint. So he's an honest God who tells us we have different feelings. So whoever breaks your virginity can create a constant conflict in your mind till you die. You're shocked. Whoever breaks your virginity can create a constant conflict in your marriage till you die.
How does that happen?
Because at the end of the day, whoever broke your virginity gave you the taste of how sex is. So if you enter into any relationship, you have a benchmark to manage or to prove whether this is how it's supposed to be. So the first conflict you're having is that but by which benchmark?
So obviously, will be the benchmark will be the first one.
And you don't know that, can you know? On the other two obedience, we are born. Number two, the environment by which you broke your virginity can create conflict.
The environment.
Yes.
When you say environment, what do you mean?
Like this studio. If you break anybody's virginity in this studio, and it keeps long in their mind that this is Hannah said and permanent growth, because here you can only do kitchen stew because of Akonyawe, or you can do dog me up from the head of the chair, or if you use your own, then look up to Christ. He's the author and the finisher.
That's what this one is called.
Yes, look up to Christ, the author and the finisher, because there are two pillows in the wall. Or we in your presence, let it rain, pour your rain. We can't do it here because when you waste space, that is where the two legs are. So whatever position is done within this environment, there's a studio light. That place is big. If you associate orgasm to an environment like this, then you begin to create what we call chamber conflict, but it becomes a personal conflict in relationship. You are in tie. You are in spectacles. You are in shoes and socks. So you don't offload everything to have sexual intercourse with them to break a virginity. Your look. There are people that when you don't wear tie and have sex with them, they don't get to orgasm. You know, the work I do is strange. So there are men who struggle to take their woman to the climax of sex because the woman requests things on this side, business and on here. And I make there. Or sorry, they be on petai. Or sheta. No, they are too so keke. Or from best of the time, and I mean, my catcher will be say, and koye, mammy, or whatever it is. But the issue is that whoever broke a virginity, whoever associated with her when it comes to virginity issues and sex, what brought the excitement was a man in tie. I had a client of a lady who you only have sex with her, she can get to climax when your tummy is big.
Interesting.
So if you're not like Yassechi, you know Yassechi?
Oh, yes. He goes to another brother.
Okay, so your brothers are there, you know. So
in the industry, I mean,
they're
seniors.
They are seniors in the
So we
industry.
learn from
They have your grandfather in the industry. So the issue is that when you want to resolve any form of conflict, you have to understand what is happening. Yeah. So this sexual conflict alone can happen because of the type of bed. Yeah. I met somebody just when I came back. The first issue I'm treating right now is that the husband is destroying her sexual taste. You see how they
destroying?
Yes, her sexual taste. The German and saying, "On person in bed, then you are going night work." So see the conflict. Why did night duty?
Does it get to that?
This is our worst things. Why did night duty?
By force.
Oh, why did night duty? Because or sending Pema Broje. What is the reason? Yeah. The husband regularly wants to have sex with her in bed.
And she wants it where?
Out of the bed. You see where the issue comes.
That is not trivial.
You call this. This is where the problem is in resolving the conflict. You see, it's trivial. So in their narration of the they will not say this.
But when it comes to marriage, I mean, this not. I mean, that's why.
That somebody having sex with you in the wrong position, and you say it's trivial.
I'm asking. That's why you're here, educated.
Something that so it's not trivial because I'm Panasono. And I'm saying, Pastor Mpado, sit there. And Pana, you want a spoon bed. Let me that's not what me say. I mean, this is and me now, me see me now. Also, you can cross me go to be.
We have issues.
And I'm saying, like the status makes it say. And he's saying the man's picture. Unfortunately, I'm sorry to say this, but Niku you for your one airbag. What do you for?
Meaning what do you for, man?
What do you for?
Yeah, I think.
This is I think. The Assam Bema. I mean, Bema the Assam. Maybe airbag back up. It's Obama be your airbag and so. The bear man regularly 8 years. And to share bar or what to say, we shall now. Otalia now why?
Access United.
And because your fool is
obstacles.
Two obstacles. And you never know when you are until Ochi. The angle there was angle. Now up here in your presence. Say the almost
easy access for him.
Easy access for him. So Obi are here no who but in their access of managing their home it's causing a conflict in the relationship. And the woman has decided to take night duties the whole of the month of December to February.
So what if the night duty ends?
So February, so we have to resolve it. So why to February just to keep away from what is happening? I met an officer yesterday in the evening when I went somewhere. He says, "So you papa you been here on Panama?" I say, "Aye." But you say me now. But you see answer I been make this episode means here. Now I'm saying, "Oh, what the ACS? What's it there? You know CS means you know. What's it there be? Oh, we be here and we are 3 days here in the but or insist say on ya musumin here.
It's a doctor's advice.
As if you are there and say, is it a clinical issue? Or say no. Or say on one plan, they say one man and Yabusumin here, or my men, then I say, when the air nakakra, I be a Obama Suduana, one more Pemuana, and now, oh yeah, on ya, I think can be empty one gas and a credit Januano. Counselor mean to meet you, and then I can be a mission or Tanama. I say, near whom and yet time. If he said, and post the COC, my Muslim Siano, or dynamic, what should I run? Obinado, you just a mark. Now the Messiah can't fairly rape. So you see, when it comes to managing conflict in any form of relationship, those of you who have assumed our position and don't understand the word, please relax. Take your time. Look for the right resources. And if you can't handle a case, I ask myself, why do you find it difficult to refer to 0277 609 644? Hear it very well. Refer America, Gambia, Tunisia, Iraq, Dubai, anywhere you are. Don't force yourself as a man of God to resolve what you can't resolve. Rather,
also within your domain.
It's not within your domain. The fact that you married 30 years, 40 years, and you have been blessing marriages doesn't give you the credence because the current situation I'm meeting and seeing, like you use the word trivial. And we, the men of God especially, we strip it on a carpet. Some even give fasting for people to do. But I'm saying a common virginity breaking issue can resolve in a lot of marital conflict. Some are childbirth issue. Now, obviously, now any that Monday to Friday because me a paper. They say I owe me answer. Monday to Friday, you go ahead. What does I say? Monday, you counselor. Oh no, Tion. Say, "Oba can grant you that beside me. Let me just say, "Catch you." I'm saying, "One night you." See the first thing, oh no, Tion. Say, "One night you." You see, he can't even say my husband. And I was not even resolving conflict. Though. The lady met me and was talking. Then the man just came.
There's a conversation.
Well, yes, at the funeral grounds. And the one was talking on that number.
Problem is the
counselor in Casa. Let me say, one say, "What did the bed down?" And the woman said, "I'm Casa. You have a na ye also. Sisi adeni pa. Casa de deni pa ke super.
School fees.
No be about school fees. It's only who be our doing your mental deficiency. I'm telling you, anybody who gives excuses and I never boy identity between you and excuses or doing your what I'm saying to us is that let's learn how to resolve the conflict. But let's identify it in the right place. Remember the preamble I gave. You should first identify the cause of what is happening. And when you identify the cause, know what is causing it. Deal with the people individually. Look for the right resources, the right people for them to make sure it's going to happen to you. And life will be better for you. But as I wrap up with the rest of you today, wherever you are, my brother, move this thing from where it has. You have become too lazy at where you're sitting. And let me end up with this young man as I go. Remember that as we're speaking and moving ahead one after the other, one of the secrets we shouldn't forget is that it's going to happen live on the 26th day of what we call December. It's a Boxing Day, and this particular conversation is called, this is managing chamber conflict. We are managing conflict, but this is a chamber conflict. Or maybe it's going to run home with them. Let them win now. Maybe it's me the boxer shorts. Not a bond is up on TV. Only one boxer. You want to make food. Or you see deodorant. Or you see a chat.
Send me brave.
Maybe a new bomb. As of a sort case. Now a conflict and near one thing is in the chamber. So join me on 26th day at Basil Lodge. And now I have a very honest host here. Who will rope him into the game? Number count the brother. Obi Okasamo Kosi Biapem. But I know my son Ebema on 0277 609 644. Learn how to manage your conflict. Take your conflict to the right places for proper management. Call me on 0277 609 644. Don't forget tomorrow, Friday, we're having this wonderful bikini catwalk show. I'm going to be in a boxer short for the first time. This is my first catwalk. I've not done any
Oh,
before.
yeah.
I have a very nice style here. So I'm going to wear a nightwear. I'm going to wear pajamas. And I'm going to dress well and catwalk for all of you at East Legon. Beautiful beneath. It's just on the ANC road there. 50% off because we are celebrating our anniversary. Please be there with the beautiful beneath team and let's do a catwalk together. Come and buy your brides and your boxer shorts for Christmas on a discounted rate of 50%. Ladies and gentlemen, I am out of here for now. But remember, it is yours truly, Councillor Luton, ably supported by my guy here. Anthony is here with me. Don't forget, it is the Ginger Honey Chips. 0277-609-644. And when you're selling what you are wearing, you need to stand up well for them to see what you are wearing. So what I'm wearing is this. Watch it here. This is coming from Bodyline Clothing, and it's been the better blazer I'm in. You know, don't forget that. As for my shoes, you won't forget where it came from. It's definitely coming down from Mr. Young, Authorized Building. If you want the same 2021 Puma cloth, and this is wonderful. It's expensive, but Nipa Nation. And to one we send the Tosha Kra, I mean, share maybe I will be. So thank you very much. As you get closer to me, let them know that the Ginger Honey Chips is back. 0277-609-644. I'm out of here. If you have any conflict in your relationship, please remember, I am back in town. Call me 0277 and let's resolve. And henceforth, Thursday mornings, you can't be anywhere except here, TV Africa. May that's all. Good night.